My name is Patrick Hogan. I'm a neurologist. I practice in Tacoma, and I've focused predominantly over a number of years now on movement disorders, but in the last years I've really become more directly focused on dystonia. I see people with dystonia, and my role is more than just doing administration of medication or doing the injections. It's really caring for the whole person. That's always has been my goal in therapy throughout my entire career, is to recognize that there's more to treatment of the person than just the medication. So we really established a relationship. It's very, very important. And then we started developing what's an overall comprehensive treatment program, and that includes, the standard treatments where we do, the botulinum toxin injections for cervical dystonia, but then get into what it takes to develop the entire lifestyle of that person, to make sure that they have good stress control, good sleep control, and the whole spectrum of what it takes to to develop a healthy brain, which is really the key to developing the best control of dystonia possible. In part, this comes down to my initial training in medical school. I went to an osteopathic medical school, which really demands a holistic approach. And so throughout my whole entire career, when I was doing just general medicine first, and then into neurology training, and then into general neurology for many years, and then I started becoming involved in dystonia and general movement disorders and Parkinson's disease and dystonia. And the more I worked with just standard medical therapy, the more I realized that you're not going to get the optimal therapy with that type of standard treatment unless you bring the whole person into control. So it's not something that I have to really focus very much on, because it's part of my nature, and forever. And I would feel really uncomfortable just seeing a person prescribing a medication, do injections, and out the door. You really have to establish a relationship. The most amazing thing that I've seen working with people with dystonia is the nature of their brain. It's like you almost have to be a really nice person to have dystonia. It's such a great group of people to work with, and so it makes it easy to establish a relationship because of their general internal character of them, and so I take care of hundreds of people with dystonia, but I really enjoy speaking with each one of them, because it's kind of their nature to be kind and friendly, and so it's something that I enjoy to do. It's fascinating that people with dystonia have a nature to be nice people, and it's been an observation that I've brought up many times to people, that it's very enjoyable to work with the many hundreds of dystonia people I've worked with, because there are nice people. They're warm, friendly, and it's almost the nature of their brain somehow to have developed dystonia, but to have that substrate of being a nice person, and it makes it easy for a care provider to care for them, because they're so appreciative and so easy to relate to. The biggest thing to recognize that I tell people is to realize that they are not dystonia, that they have a part of the brain that has resulted in an overactive circuitry and overactive energy going to certain muscles of their neck or whatever part of their body is involved with dystonia. But that's not the whole person. And the whole person is so much more, and they need to recognize that they need to develop that, and continue to develop that whole person, and not let the presence of dystonia destroy their quality of life. There's so much more they can do to not worry about their appearance as such, even though it's human nature, because that's the other person's fault if they are people are looking at you, but because it's a matter of becoming social, interactive, getting out into the world, doing all the things with lifestyle that we need to, and then maximize their health through the body and the brain and their mind to result in the best control of dystonia possible. Yes, because so often, if people have come from other areas or have seen me for the first time, so often they haven't become involved in overall lifestyle training and maximizing the health of their body, make sure their sleep control is good, to make sure the stress control is good, make sure the nutrition is good, all these other things that have an impact on the brain. And then to recognize that so often people and other providers may just be concentrating on just doing the injections and that's it, without recognizing that there may be other ways of helping them from stress control, depression, sleep control, whether it's with medications or non-medication means, and then to realize that even if people say, "Oh, I don't respond to Botox or botulinum toxin," sometimes it's not the toxin, so where you put it and the art. It really, I've been doing botulinum toxin therapy now for 35 years, and it's still a developing art. And so people need to realize, just because they haven't responded with one provider, sometimes it's the art of finding just the right process. So you put the right treatment medically with medication and the right direction of the botulinum toxins, along with the whole lifestyle approach.